happening, beautiful people? Uncle Joey here with his trusted sidekick, Mr. Lee Sayat, a.k.a. the Cadle. And we have a special guest, my brother from a different mother, Mr. Alberto Crane. How was everybody's weekend?
Great. It was a great weekend. Fantastic in
How
Kentucky.
about you? How long are you in the city for, Tarzan?
Till Wednesday morning.
That's it?
DC's next. Vegas, little mini PR tour for the book, you know.
What are you doing in D.C.?
A couple shows, couple appearances.
You're not
for
going
sure.
by the White House?
We're gonna do some fun stuff. Yeah, for sure. Gotta check out where they're gonna have the UFC card, right?
Yeah.
Gotta see what's up, you know, over there.
That's crazy.
What do you think about the card, UFC card?
Yeah,
The White House?
Yeah, the White. You gonna go?
I want to go,
It's
but
only 2,000 tickets. It's gonna cost you
75,000
I
tickets.
heard it's free.
Yeah.
It's free, right?
Yeah, but they're picking.
Right.
It's not you're gonna win it in a raffle.
No.
Yeah.
So
They're not going to give you that in a raffle. They're going to have to check your background. Not everybody's going to be allowed to go. A lot of people are going to be brokenhearted. There's going to be a lot of white people there. Maybe 10 black people, one Spanish dude, and he better be like a prisoner of war, or he's a president from another country or
Not
something
just a
like
regular
that.
black person. Yeah.
Huh?
Not a regular black
Think
person.
about it. It's going to have the high-level Washington people, the president's friends, you know, and it's not going to be like I was saying the other day. Look, it's going to be people who watch a fight that usually don't watch a fight.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
when we watch the fights in the Apex, I always felt bad for the fighters because I'm a comedian. I feed off the energy as much as you don't think. That's my 90%. That's my bread and butter.
Yeah.
They don't have to talk to me, but I can feel them laugh at me. Now I got to take it and throw it back, motherfucker. Take that. It's the same thing. So I was like, man, that must be, the punches sound louder, you know, so even the guy hears it even louder in his ear. But then, yeah, right? You ever get hit in the ear when there's no music on? It sounds bad.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I know a lot of people are talking shit about it. I'm not
They're
even
talking shit about it because they're not going to be invited.
right.
And they're going to watch it on Paramount. It's going to be commercials for ice and fucking God knows what else. You know what I'm saying? Free Cuba and Venezuela.
I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Just the idea of to have
The
it at
idea.
the White House, no matter what you think about it's just kind of cool. I don't know. I think I am surprised like they didn't have like a huge name. Maybe they'll get someone later on. You'd think they'd get like that one on Netflix looks pretty cool. That one on Netflix.
Nate Diaz, come on.
Yeah. And then Rousey, but she hasn't fought in like 15 years or something. Close to that.
They're giving them a fucking load of money.
Good for her.
Diaz and Mike Perry.
10 million, right?
Yeah,
Diaz?
something like that. You crazy.
And then Ngannou. Ngannou's coming back.
Ngannou.
There's a bunch
Ngannou's
of people on
back,
that one.
You know,
I mean,
and
that's like card you expect, right? For the White House.
I would, yeah. And but I do like this on Paramount
No.
because I haven't watched it in years.
Well, like
'cause
I said, if you think there's commercials now,
oh yeah,
with, you know, how to know the view, listen, everybody's going to be watching. That's the beauty of it. Everybody's going to be watching.
Yeah.
There's nothing. Everybody's going to be in front of their TV watching.
I'll be watching
You're
for
going to
sure.
get the president haters. You're going to get the Nazis fucking like firecrackers. You know, everybody's going to hate. No matter what you do, you could feed 1,000 fucking children for a year. And, you gave them stolen money. Who gives a fuck? You know, 3 people died. I had to bring a boat of Coke Cuba in from Cuba with Coke and fucking, you know, something. But people always question no matter what you're going to do. And that's what this fucking whole thing's about, right, Professor?
Yeah.
Lay it on me, Jack. For starters, give him the background. We go back 22 years.
I'm looking at the longest yard.
22 years in Santa Fe, New Mexico.
And he said, I'm going to come in. And then he didn't come in Santa Fe, but fast forward, I don't know, 15 years later.
Yeah, I walked in.
He shows up in Burbank at the Legacy in Burbank.
he was supposed to do jiu-jitsu during that filming.
He was going to, yes. Because Ivan Salivary was there.
Yeah, I would go to
Bob
school.
Sapp.
Oh,
yes.
my God.
He was
were
there
walking your
all the time.
school.
We're hanging out.
Yeah.
Doing
And
stuff
I'm
together.
honestly not, because I was 100+ pounds overweight too. Could you have done that at 4 whatever you were? Could you have done
I would have
jiu-jitsu?
trusted him. The way he told me to get on the mat.
Right,
Yeah.
There's certain people that sell you this and they have no idea what they're talking about.
right.
And there's certain people who fucking get it. And I knew he got it.
Because you said they were giving you oxygen just to walk around.
Is Santa Fe high?
Yeah.
I was
7,000 feet.
Oh, I'm
So
surprised.
it's higher than a mile and a half, right?
Wow.
They had 12 meetings about my blood pressure when I was, you know?
Yeah. What do you, as like a coach, with someone who's that, like, because I was 330 at 5'3", like I was just as fat. Like when you see someone starting out at that big,
I mean, just feel out their breath, like how they're doing, their mobility, right? See what they can do, and stay with them there, and then add to it little by little.
that's crazy.
If you can't walk, crawl, whatever, do something. You can do something. I don't know.
No, yeah,
Problem, whatever it is you can do it.
I couldn't imagine at my heaviest going to do jiu-jitsu. And so you went, how long, when did you start? Because you started a few years into me knowing
I
you.
started 2011 on a whim. On a fucking
At
whim.
VMAC?
I started watching those videos at night. And I get high and watch those videos, and I'm like, that.
Eddie Bravo was trying to, for years, right? You've
Yeah,
been
I don't
trying
do
to
no
come in.
gi. They told me already, but that wasn't it. Dog, once I saw Hodger Gracie, that's the way to do it for a big guy like me. It's slow, pressure, kiss him in the neck, move up a half inch, kiss him again, move up another half inch, and the guy knows it's fucking coming. And now he got two things to do. And dog, I don't know how he does. He just slips his hand in, and then he sits there for another 8 minutes. And he moves up and starts fucking triangling. And all of a sudden, you just put the other hand up, and it's all over. Shout. And you're like, he just chokes you the fuck out.
True
But if you look-
story. True story.
If you look at all his videos, they're all the same. He takes you, you take him down, something happens, there's a scramble, he's on top of you. And once he gets that mount, I don't know, what's his percentage? It's fucking brilliant to watch.
That's it. Game over.
Once
Mount,
he gets that
one hand on the
fucking mount,
collar.
that's it.
That's it.
And he sits there and cooks you. He
Yeah.
puts that fucking triangle, he shifts over into that fucking guard, and he just fucking, at that point, you're like, you know what? Poke a fucking finger in my eyeball. I'm suffering here.
I don't know anything about martial arts, but like I like the UFC, and I know people call it boring, but like when you're watching the UFC, if someone can just take you down and hold you there, doesn't matter how good of a fighter you are. If you can't get up, the fight's over, and it might not be the most entertaining, but like you win. Like it's just.
I mean, if you understand the game, that's control, right? That's
Right.
dominance. Like look at GSP, one of the greatest of all time.
Uh-huh.
Khabib, right?
yeah.
And then Khamzat for the lately, right? Like
It's gonna be a bomb in New Jersey. That's a hell of a fucking fight. I heard he said he don't want to talk to no goat fuckers during the press conference, so they're scared of the fucking. They're petrified of the fucking face-off.
Who said that?
I think
Hamzat, or who's fighting Hamzat?
Sean Strickland.
Oh, Sean O'Malley or
The other one.
Strickland. Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he said, I don't,
That does sound like something he'd
I don't want
say.
to fuck a goat fucker or something like that. You know, it's just, he's
Sean
crazy.
Strickland said that.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
crazy.
man.
Could you imagine translating that to Khabib? Like, because
No,
he,
not to Khabib.
To Khamzat.
Hamza, I'm sorry, to anybody, but I can't imagine saying. What did he say? He said, "I don't want to talk to a goat."
Yeah.
And he said
Yeah.
something else. There was two quotes. I don't remember the other one.
Oh my god.
After that, you didn't hear anything else.
Yeah.
Who does this shit? But that's mental. Listen, all I know is this. And I swear to God, Professor. Every week, there's one night my wife's like, I'm going to bed. I'm like, go. Go. Because I don't even want to watch this fucking TV show. And I go in the room and I take my notebook out. I get tuned up in the garage. First thing I throw on. I've watched it 300 times. Khabib against fucking McGregor.
Oh yeah.
I watch that twice a week. It's in my YouTube feed. And I watch how he held them down by the fence and all that. And then the other fight I watch is Khabib against the Brazilian that could kick.
Oh shit.
The kid that was training in New Jersey with Mark Henry. It was Frankie
I know you're talking about.
Alvarez and the Brazilian that threw those spinning back.
Yeah. Murat.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
it's gonna
been a minute.
fucking eat me alive. And I watched that fight. And that guy was fucking people up with his legs. And there was one point in that fight, Khabib was just trying to fucking drown him. And you could see the fear in his face. You could see it. Like he was like, I'm done with this motherfucker. Tap me, Khabib beat the fuck out of him. beat the fuck out of him. Who is it, Lee?
Give me one second.
Moraes?
No. He was a fucking kickboxer.
Yeah.
A Brazilian kickboxer.
Yeah,
They trained him. He lived in Jersey.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, but then he went somewhere else. He
Ricardo
left
Almeida,
Jersey.
Mark
It was
Henry.
too fucking cold in the winter. You know,
Edson Barboza.
Edson Barboza.
Okay.
It was fucking mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. And that's when you see the power of you being able to take anybody down with the same stupid shit over and over. You train in training camp for 8 weeks.
They know exactly what he's going to do.
Your wife makes you do it around her. Yeah. And you go and Khabib will still fucking break your spirit. Not even underneath, your spirit is broken. And if he's punching and he traps your one arm and he starts hitting you in the ribs, that's a brilliant fucking thing. Knocking you down is one thing, Professor. Holding a man down is another.
For a long time, 15, 20 minutes. And there was a few weeks ago that Max Holloway fought. And everybody, I love, he was one of the first guys I loved, and he was so fun. He's still probably, I haven't seen him in a few years, he's probably still really good. And the beginning of each round, he was so ready to go, and then immediately
Oliveira took him down. Which
I mean, what do you guys think about the BMF, that being the BMF belt, and him doing jiu-jitsu on him? BMF belt should be for, I don't know. What's that?
You would think so, but a record's a record.
You know what BMF means to me?
Yeah.
Figure it the fuck out.
Yeah.
I'm going for the BMF belt. If he's got me an Australian head scissor, figure it the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? Figure it out. That's what BMF is.
Yeah.
Me being the 5th round, I'm getting beat up, and all of a sudden I get this guy in a fucking triangle.
Yeah.
And my leg is broken, but I still held him down, and I choked him, and fucking, that's what it is. He threw jiu-jitsu at him. And I bet Holloway prepared. What do you think? He didn't fucking prepare for that?
Yeah.
He knew it was coming. That kid climbs on you. That kid doesn't take you down. He just starts climbing on you. Right or wrong? And now you got his weight on you. How long can you sustain that when your adrenaline is high? He wears you out there. He just fucking starts putting a hook in and starts climbing up your back. And right there, he don't even got you. He's got dick. He's still adjusting grips and shit. And all of a sudden you go, well, I'm going to bang him backwards. Let me go backwards at him. Night, because he's going to leave 2 hooks in you when you're not. He's going to get knocked out, but he's Brazilian. They've been doing that all their fucking life. You know what I'm saying? Boom. He's still going to hold on to that, and he's going to wake up and tap the dude out. And he does that constantly. My bullshit, you Professor. Who do you think you're dealing with? Joey Bananas, you did good.
That's
it. So what inspired you after Santa Fe? I saw you again at Justin Fortune's gym. And I watched you walk in there, and I don't know if you were fighting then in the UFC. You had moved there to train or something with the UFC.
I was fighting.
And I think I went to one of your fights, where Rogan took me, and then I didn't see you for a bit, and I heard you relocated. And the story goes, I called the school because I couldn't find the schedule. And you fucking called me right back. And you're like, what do you want? I go, who's this? You know, Alberto, what? Joey, what do you want? I go, no, I want to see a schedule. And a year later, I walked in again. I go, I'll be in there like a week or so.
You came to the door, and then I was on the mat, and you were about to walk away, and I went outside. Hey, Joey, hey. And come on in.
Forgot about that. I think you talked about it. Like you would go and like not get out of the car for a while.
All the fucking time, man. You're fucking 50, you're out of breath, you can't figure it out. I'd have surgery on my nose, and you just really like the art. I moved here, and it took me a year. A kid kept bugging me, a brown belt. Kept calling the house, Logan, you don't want to swing by? Me and you, just real light. And listen, this is the fucking real story. During the pandemic, I developed a fear from North Hollywood, from seeing that black dude, from just seeing things. I had never seen this area before, and I had lived there for 20 fucking years.
Yeah.
Okay? When you're somewhere for 20 years, and all of a sudden you see bikers living in the circle. One day there's 2,000, you wake up one day, wow, you're like, what the fuck? You need money to live in this building. And you look down, it's 22 bikers. 22 fucking bikers. And you're like, what the fuck happened to the neighborhood? And all of a sudden they bomb Hudson County Park, and there's a rally because they hit a gay guy in Minneapolis on your fucking boulevard. You know, it was surreal. It was really like you were living in a fantasy. And now looking back, it was all fucking staged. It was all a fucking ploy. All those people were just fucking employees or whatever the fuck they draw you. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I never saw a town change that quickly. There was something I was going to tell you. I'm sorry. The edibles hit.
You had a fear. You came here.
So when I moved here, the fear continued. And then I had knee surgery. And I was still like very fearful of things happening. I would go to restaurants, I keep my eyes open. I would always be very paranoid. When I got home, I always took a shower and washed my nostrils out. It was horrible, guys. I was living in I was old. I wanted to see this kid live, and now you're telling me I'm going to die from breathing on you? I did the knee surgery in January, right? And he kept calling me. Joey, come in. I know you're working out. I know you're doing this, but come in. We'll do some closed guard, whatever you want. Nah, coach. Thank you. And finally, he called me every fucking month. And I never ducked him. I always picked up the phone. And something in his voice, you know, come on, man, come in. Come in at 3. When do you want to come in? There'll be nobody here. And it was September 21st, 2022, the same night The Sopranos movie, that fucking movie came out. When I walked into that fucking gym, you knew I was shitting pickles. But I remember when he got me in like a fucking side control, and he was breathing on me, and I'm breathing on him. And I go, if this is COVID, it looks like I'm dying, because this is fucking fun. When I walked out that door, the fear was eliminated. That night, just to put in perspective to you, the fucking car didn't put me in front of the premiere. He put me on the corner and opened up the corner. So when I got out of the car, I had 2,000 people on me. And I had to walk behind the gate, and security had to pull me in. Right there, I'm like, I'm going to die. If I don't die from jiu-jitsu, this just fucking got me. And then you had to wear a mask in the movie theater. That lasted 10 minutes. I'm not sitting here with a mask. So when I left that night home, I'm definitely dying. Like, I'm definitely dying. So I stopped and got pizza. I pulled the George. I stopped in the city. You know me. And it was the best wings I've ever had in my life. It was 2 Puerto Ricans guy making pizza somewhere in Midtown Manhattan. Unfucking believable. The whole ride, I'm going to die. But guess what? 2 days later, I called that dude because I knew the contact had pushed me through. The fear was gone. I was back in. When he had me in side control and shit, I'm trying to hold on to his leg. He's trying to mount. I'm like, fuck, do I miss this? And then you just pick each other up and fucking you're sweating. And he tells you how he caught you. It's unbelievable. So I went back. I signed up that day. You know what? Fuck. We did like 6 or 7 privates. And I wasn't going to go back till December. And I was having such a good time that I said, fuck it. And I hurt my knee now, and I haven't been there since January. So I've been a little depressed. But, you know, I got to find other ways to use an outlet.
Yeah. You showed up, man. You came back. It's good.
Oh, and I tell people, when you want to know about a town, when you move to a town and you want to meet everybody like that, and I'm talking about connections, Jack, not some okey doke guy. Yeah, my uncle owns a club in Hoboken. I'll let you know. You know. No. I'm talking about 6-figure guys, state fucking people that you don't even know. Like, that school was all Newark cops. And the Brazilian who taught it, we call him the invisible man because he'd never show up. So I used to say, you're the real master of invisible jiu-jitsu. You don't show up. He wouldn't show up. But I love him to death. He works all the UFC events. It was fun again. They had a lunchtime class like yours, 18 people at the time.
Nice.
And we would just go in there and fuck around. And it was just, it got me into breathing again. You know, it got the fear off now. And I didn't give a fuck who was choking me. I just enjoyed it. Not that I was going to pay some chick to choke me and stick a feather in my ass. I'm not ready for that yet. I got to find one of those chicks that has a chicken bond. You know what I'm saying? I still got it, Professor.
What is it like to have him in class? Does he
Man, it's the before class.
It's the before class.
I'm sitting there, and he just walks up to you, and then does this, you know? And it's talking to you. Before you know it, there's a little crowd. It gets bigger and bigger
Oh my
and
God,
bigger.
we used to rock. And then the party's over when a girl comes. That's when everybody just breaks up. We were laughing at his jokes.
That's and like it just I can't even imagine. Is it fun choking him out?
Oh, yeah.
It's fun to choke you
Yeah,
out.
because I'll crack you up. Fucking choking me out. I'm trying to fuck
that's
you. I
not
got
fair.
a big neck. So, yeah, you
Big
get me-
neck, big hands.
Yeah, so it's tough. And I'll fuck with you. Like, I'll go, don't do that. I'll fucking stab you in the lung. And they start laughing. Now I can at least wiggle out a little bit. Like, you motherfucker. The kid helped me a lot. He was a purple belt. He's a great fucking kid. You gave him a school now. He has a school somewhere.
Josiah? No,
Josiah.
Josiah.
He's fucking
That
good. He was
Filipino
very good
white
to me.
Kid?
Huh?
Is you Filipino white kid?
Yeah.
Josiah? Yeah.
With the girlfriend that was a circus. She lived in the circus or something like that. Right?
I think she was in dance. Yeah, she was a dancer. What kind of dancing? I don't know.
Not a dancer
in the
like
circus.
that.
From the past.
Her family was involved in something where she grew up. The white girl.
Yeah.
The real pretty girl.
Yeah. She was in dancing. She came to LA to become a dancer, professional.
Oh, okay. Why are you pulling my fucking leg for, Professor?
But that guy helped you out. You said
Ooh.
the
Josiah,
dancer's
Josiah.
boyfriend, Josiah.
He was very patient. He let me drill with him and shit, let me get on top of him, sweating, breathing heavy, calling timeouts, smelling fungi toenail. He was right there. He was in the trenches. You know, and that's right there, that camaraderie. But even when I joined that school over here, my point was that all of a sudden, I knew where the best health food store was. All of a sudden, don't go there, go here for acupuncture. All of a sudden, bro, I'm a detective. I didn't even know you were a comedian. These guys just told me. I can't believe you spoke to me for a month. I didn't know you were a comedian. These guys always tell me, Uncle Joey. I'm like, who the fuck is Uncle Joey? He goes, you talked to me for a month. Like a gentleman. He came back, he gave me like a five. He's the governor's driver.
Oh shit.
And he's like, you get into a beef in Jersey, I'm your first fucking call. He brings me that, what's that shit everybody eats? It was hot last year for a year. They take it out of the ocean and they put it into jelly, all different. Sea moss, every white kid, he got into that. But he also brings me tamales and coquito. So that's a real Puerto Rican right there. Shout out to the Boricuas watching the show.
Do you have a lot of connections? Like in LA, could you do, if you want to do something, you could call a student?
Yeah, that's it. It's the network, right?
Unbelievable.
Like Jiu-Jitsu, like he said it, like it's the network, right?
It's a
That's-
network.
Like it's the biggest network worldwide, right? Anywhere you go in the world, you got it, you know. Anything you need. Yeah, the chief of police, Burbank's training now. So, you know, just
Dog,
you know,
it's
all walks
insane
of life.
Who you're fucking with in there and who you're in a trench with and who you giggle with. And at the end, you see him run, change, and come out with a detective badge. And you're like, I was talking about weed around him. Listen to this. I got a Chinese kid in my school. And I met him on the softball field with his kids. I got jiu-jitsu. He's a fucking purple belt.
There you go.
And all of a sudden he tells me, he goes, no, I work for the FBI, Organized Crime Task Force. I'm like, no shit. So we exchanged numbers. We're talking one day, and I forgot what his name was, but I had two of those names in my phone. I just got a pound from California. I took a beautiful picture. I had the lighting on. I took a picture of it, and I sent it to him.
Oh.
And all of a sudden, like 20 minutes later, he goes, Joey, that's the funniest fucking thing anybody's ever sent me. He goes, I was in a drug meeting as you sent me that. I had to hide that picture. I'll see you in class Tuesday. Duh, who the fuck knows? He's a skinny guy that has tremendous cardio, by the way. When you roll with him, he goes, don't go for nothing. I want you to keep your heart rate at 130 and talk to me. So that's why with him, I would always roll the last roll of the day. Because with him, it's more of a cardio, and he cracks you. You're not getting around his fucking legs. He's one of those, I don't know, Chinese, I don't know.
You should put like FBI on his contact or something. You should really.
I wasn't thinking, you know, who has a friend that's in the fucking FBI? Who? I don't.
Didn't last week you had someone else who was in the DEA? This is something?
We have a Cuban guy from Miami that grew up here. That's DEA. And they just re-signed back up. And we have somebody else. We have the cop that arrested Iceman.
It was a story you were telling.
Denise Mick's husband, he came on the podcast.
Okay. Dude, that's crazy.
All right, so enough with the chitter chatter. What made you sit down and write the book?
I've dedicated my life to teaching and, trying to make a difference, right? And it's just another avenue to do it, share my story. You've done your podcast was the first podcast I ever did.
Yeah.
And I was like, podcast, what are you talking about? I was like, yeah, just come by, okay. With you guys. Yeah. And you had me talking about paddling a boat.
I remember that story.
In the lagoon, and people would steal my paddle and
you gotta swim back to the island.
Yeah. Pretty much,
What's the name of the book, Coach?
All in. And the beauty I like about the title is Lessons on and Off the Mat. That's it. Because this is where the money is. I know his background, and I know that this is just beautiful picture. This is a man that fucking, look at the black eye. I haven't had one of those since Halloween, 82. You know what I'm saying?
82.
Do we want to know what happened in 82?
He's talking about 82.
Oh my
82
God.
82 was rough. New York, that was
bitches. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was getting smacked. Rick James was running for president. Shit was crack-a-lacking.
That's a pretty cool. As much as you probably didn't like getting punched in the eye, that picture's pretty cool. Like, when you saw that picture, like, I'm fucking a badass.
It's like my life. I've always had kind of black eyes. I'm always doing it. I'm always on the mat. I'm always training. I'm always, mixing it up. So it's very fitting for the book, I think.
I like it.
Yeah.
We're in Santa Fe, summer 2004. You look very happy. I think you're with your wife. Yes. Mm-hmm. It was like the beginnings or something.
Correct.
The movie comes out after we left Santa Fe. I never went back down there. So I didn't see you. And then I heard that you were back from Justin. I saw you. I gave you a big hug. I was really excited. What made you get out of the school business at that time and put it all in for the UFC?
I moved to LA. I wasn't sure if I was going to do another school because it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And, like you raise guys from day one and, to black belts. And I don't know if I wanted to do it again, And I was like, what do I want to do? I was like, well, let me finish this fighting thing. So I started fighting and I started continuing my fighting, got in the UFC, 1 fight, 2 fights, and then just kept going. And then randomly at this Muay Thai gym that I was training at, the guy asked me to do a Jiu-Jitsu class because I wasn't sure if I was going to do the school, right? And I started teaching a class like Orlando Sanchez, a bunch of the guys that are still training with me now were training, and they took them to a tournament and they all won. And it was so rewarding. Like I took 6 guys, like 5 out of the 6 guys got first place. And I was like, man, I have to do another school. At that moment, I was like, this is what I got to do, And so one thing led to another. I opened the school again. And that was the beginning of legacy in LA.
If I was going to your school, if I started going to your school at 13, now I'm 21, I've picked up my hands. I've had some amateur fights. I'm Armenian. I'm tough.
Huh.
I'm fucking tough. Those Armenians are tough. You got to punch them 3 times, and
3 times.
Yeah, not once, 3 fucking times. And they better be all good. You're going to break your hand on one of them, but you better hit them again. Even if you break your hand, you better poke them in the eye. They come back. I'll never forget, I'm rolling with some guy. He's killing me at Alberto's. And the only thing I could do is hold on to his legs. But every time I go to twist him, I can't. I'm buried under him. But every time I try, I can go, ooh, ooh. And I'm holding on to that pant leg. Then all of a sudden, I go, what's going on? He goes, you're pulling my hair. I love that motherfucker.
Like his leg hair?
Yeah, he had leg hair. And I'm holding on to the leg so you don't fucking. And I'm thinking, oh my God, I'm fucking this guy up. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just holding on to his leg and his neck, and he's trying to put it over me. And I'm like, fuck this. And all of a sudden he goes, excuse me, you're pulling on my hair. Oh, Berlo. And even that, the culture. Like I said, I was raised with Armenians here in North Bergen. I was tight with one of them. There was 2 of them. Both of them were fucking savages. So when I went out to LA, in fact, I told you, my Armenian drug dealer called me,
Right.
but he calls me 11 o'clock at night. I can't have that. He's all fucked up. I'm sitting here at the La Bumba Club in Las Vegas. My friend wants to talk to you. You know, come on, bro. It's 11 o'clock at night watching the honeymooners. When did you start writing the book, Professor?
It was Anthony.
Yeah?
So his mom did an interview with me, and just randomly, like a blog. That's how it started. And then some years passed. She's like, "Listen, I can't stop thinking about it, but I'd love to do a book with you." And that's how it started. And I said a quote in there, like all in, like I committed to doing this jiu-jitsu thing, and I was like, she had never written a book before, and I was like, let's do it, And it took 5 years. She wrote it, scratched it, started again 3 times until till we got it, and here it is, 5 years later, all in.
When you decide to be all in, what is the feeling that you have right at that point? When you look at something like I did and go, guess what? I got nothing else.
That's it.
And you looked at it and go, I got nothing else, but I've been doing jiu-jitsu for fucking 10 years and I'm a black belt. I got something going on. So it's the same thing. When you look at an opportunity, now you're teaching, and one day you have the opportunity to open up a school and do this, and you know it's going to fucking change your life. But part of you's a fucking pussy. And you're like, you know what? I'll just keep staying in my mother's basement. It's all going to work out. I'll get my own piece of property when she dies. Well, how do you know you're all in? Like, do you remember that feeling of being fucking humiliated, kind of, sort of?
Yeah, like think about my beginning stories, my origin stories. Like I lost a lot when I first started competing in jiu-jitsu. I was good, I was tough, but I don't know how to compete, and I put all of myself into competing and trying to be the best, and I lost for like 3 years straight, every tournament.
How many tournaments in 3 years?
Like 13.
Damn.
And that was a lot. I was sleeping in airports. I didn't have a lot of money, so it was like I put everything into it, and every time I lost, I had to come back and tell everybody, yeah, I lost, sorry. And I kept going. I shook it off, kept going. And I think it's those the people ask me, what are you most proud of in your journey? Like winning this, doing that. I'm like, well, man, not quitting those 3 years. And because when I finally won a tournament, I was one of the best like blue belts in the world, and I kept that all the way to black belt. And I would never have known that if I would have quit and stopped.
A long time. So you wouldn't lose every match, but you wouldn't win a tournament.
I would lose either first or second match. Brutal.
And you went back to train on Monday morning like it was nothing. Like, that's it.
You
It's a
know,
new week. That
Had
was
my
last week. This is this week, motherfucker.
yeah, I had
I've
my
seen you
pity
start
party.
breaking down the weeks. Just give you, because if you break the month down, the whole what happened last week and what's going to happen in 6 months, you're going to die. Pretty soon that's going to eat your lives. You know what? When you're a savage and you're going for it, I only drift coast to coast, Sunday to Sunday. You want me that day, call me that week, motherfucker. This is coast to coast. And every day you got to get up enthused. Especially when you open up a school and you got mouths to feed and a wife and blah, blah, blah. And especially now, I can't imagine what it would cost to. I see these schools that are opening and they look like fucking fountains of youth. Who sank $8 million before the school even opened? Good luck recouping your fucking money. Good luck. Whatever happened to just the garage, dope it up a little bit, put a hole in the fucking door, cover it. In the winter, cover the hole. In the summer, open it up. Let's get some oxygen in there. Mats, mouth to mouth, one of those heart. And that's it. Let's get this party started.
Yeah.
$85 a month, and we're flying through the air in this bitch 6 days a week. But now you're paying for, I got to walk stairs and ring a bell and fucking bow. And it's jiu-jitsu. What's all the drama for? I don't care if you wear a mock. Because when I first joined, I was really fat, so I had to buy a judo gi. And after like 3 weeks, I'd walk in there like the fat guy and enter the dragon and shit with a judo gi on.
You were doing Joey karate skits when I saw you at Justin Fortune's.
Yes.
In the back.
Yeah, with that crazy Brazilian guy, Alibaba. No, what's his name?
Renato.
Yeah.
Renato?
He opened up a school in
No.
fucking Orange County. Oh, come on, man. He fought Chuck Liddell.
Yeah, I'm bad with the names today.
There's a
Forgetting
name. His
everybody.
nickname is a Cuban saint. And I keep forgetting them now, like both their fucking names. Come on, guys.
It's not, and I'm sure it's wrong. It's not Jenna Jameson's ex-husband, right?
No,
It's not Brazilian, yeah.
Oh,
Brazilian
Brazilian.
guy.
Okay.
Orange County, Brazilian, MMA.
Babalu.
I believe.
Babalu.
That's a real person?
Yeah, I had a company. I had a
Shout
guy
out to
pay him
Babalu.
$10,000 to choke me on camera. Bro, my neck wasn't right for 4 weeks. I had like a cocaine twitch. I was like one of Rick James' fucking girls in this documentary. You see that documentary? Every woman has a twitch. One's got an eye patch. It's not good. You know what I'm saying?
And wait, who got paid what?
Some MMA comp. Listen, man.
Paid you $10,000?
Listen, I was living in a 1-bedroom with 10 cats. And I did a Joey karate video or 2. And it was like, so I had this martial arts new league. They would compete with the UFC. And I just threw a number at them. 10 grand. They're like, okay. And they're like, if you get Renato Babalu, we'll pay you an extra 10 grand. Done. Call his agent. We did it and we choked me out at, I didn't go to sleep or nothing.
He was in
just
the
had to choke
UFC
out
at the
Joey
time,
karate.
right? He was in the
What's
UFC.
that?
He was in the UFC at the time.
Yes.
Babalu, he was fighting for the title, I think, even.
He had already lost the title. Like
Okay,
he had
okay.
lost that fight against whatever. This had to be, yeah.
I've seen a lot of videos of you. I haven't seen that.
Oh,
I wonder if that's even out
We
there.
got to look
At
it up.
least.
Huh?
They wanted to, they threw in like it was nice. Dog, I was starving. Me and my wife were starving.
Dude, 10 grand to get choked out one time?
Huh?
That's it? Just one time?
Oh, no. You know Uncle Joey.
Oh, they choked you out a bunch?
You know, yeah. I got him like for 5. And then they wanted me to go to Vegas for their first show and fucking do this and wear a costume and fly out of a drum. And I had some fucking coke dealer calling him back, asking him for a bump. Give me 2,000 more. And the guy fucking came to the agreement. And 2 weeks before, he sent me a fucking thing. We can't get financing from Japan. We're going to hold off on the project. I already have a deposit. You know what I'm saying? So I cashed it and everything was beautiful. All those people were popping out of the woodwork when you shot videos in 2001, 2002. But I don't want to interrupt, Professor. Hit me, dog. Where were we here?
What's that?
Where were we here?
Where what?
Where were we here?
What were we
We're
talking
here,
about?
man. I'm all over the place.
Well, you're talking about
Bob
being,
Blue getting choked out, Joey
That's when I saw you
Karate.
again. Yeah, that's when I saw you. At Justin Fortune.
Just unfortunate, that's right.
Oh, shout out to that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Still
Manny
there.
Pacquiao's
fucking-
boxing coach,
yeah, still there telling people to get
Yeah.
the fuck out of my gym. I
Yeah.
fucking hate you.
Yeah.
you were talking about coaching, and I haven't read the book yet, but when you win, when you're fighting versus when like someone you're coaching wins, does it feel better? What is one cool? Like, what is it like?
It's different, right? It's
Yeah.
different. Feels better. I think in a way it's like more rewarding when you help somebody, win.
Right.
Because it's bigger than yourself, right? And when you, of course, like when you fight and you compete, like hopefully you tap at something bigger than yourself, like you represent your coach and your teammates and stuff. You tap into that. But I think it's different, but they're both rewarding, but like I think it's bigger, when you coach somebody. For me, at least it is.
When you were getting all this together, what's one of the biggest struggles you went?
Biggest troubles for struggles.
All the jiu-jitsu schools and all this, that you do because
I think my whole life, right? Competing, fighting, was always chasing something. We talked to like some months ago too. Oh, you're busy. I'm always chasing something, right? And I was diagnosed with MS, multiple sclerosis, and this month is MS Awareness Month. I didn't pass my last fight medical, so I did my fight in the UFC. Fights in the UFC 2007. 5 years later, I didn't pass my fight medical, and I had these lesions in my brain, and they, treated me like my life was over. I was going to be in a wheelchair, this and that. And the silver lining is that it forced me to slow down, and really enjoy every moment with my kids, with my family, with friends, and just be present, not be chasing like the next thing. And I remember my wife was asking me like, are you going to be happy when you do this, when you do that? And I was like, yeah, I'll be happy when I do that, when I do this. And she's like, well, happiness is a choice. You can be happy, doing nothing, right? And so it really forced me to slow down and just be more present. And it's made me a better person.
you have how many children? 3?
Three beautiful, amazing kids.
Amazing. And I knew them when they were
Yeah,
right?
That's
You know,
right.
and then
Before we had kids, even.
yeah, it's crazy, man. You know, that little gym, and then you had like a kickboxing back then, and then it started adding, and then you built a tack fit in the back, which we'll get to in a minute, and then this tropical smoothie place. And there was a balloon shop in the corner of the
Jungle
Jiu-Jitsu
Cafe.
school where they sold balloons, the white belts, when they came in. I'm just teasing. Professor's a fucking gangster, man, and you sit there and watch this shit happen. Like I was telling somebody, like it's very weird to talk to somebody, like young comics. They come up to you, blah, 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 and they're like, well, how long did you think? It's 10 years, whatever the fuck it is, you know? It's that journey, and it all comes together at some fucking point. And for you with the MS, come on, man, God bless you. There's people that got MS and tap the fuck out. Never mind open up a smoothie shop.
Yeah.
You know, teach tactical fitness classes. And that's where your strength comes from. You get up every morning, dog. I don't give a fuck, you know.
Yeah.
They should have sent you to Vietnam, right? They should have
Yeah.
sent you to Vietnam. You'd still be here with a missile hand.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Do
Teaching.
do it or die trying, you know, like do everything I can do. Yeah, life's short, man. I'm ready to live my best life. I don't know. It's life is short.
Very. I'm going to take a commercial break. When we come back, I'm going to talk about some new stuff and shit that's happening, right? Let's take a 5-minute. We'll be right back. Go pee, and we'll be right back. Uncle Joey here. Oh, shit. It's an incredible time to be alive. Baseball season is getting started, and the basketball tournaments are popping off this week. There's no better way to cash in on hoops action than Prize Picks. That's right. Prize Picks. Don't miss your shot. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 instantly. All right? At Prize Picks, you can pick anything, any player, any game. And the best part is you can play in 50 states. You heard me, right, California? Ba, 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 da, ba. I was down in Texas over the weekend. People were jumping up and down. But listen, me, I got games this week. I'm not even going to tell you. New York versus San Francisco. Boom, that's all. Look at this beautiful app. Colors, a couple things on there. But wait, there's more. Prize Picks just dropped early payouts. That means if your player gets off to a hot start, you can cash out before the game is even over. Who do you think you're dealing with, Joey Bananas? Get off the bench, all right, and into the game of life. This is it. And just for the church family, I got a special offer for you on Prize Picks just for you. Get $50 in lineups when you play. Get $50 in lineups when you play your first $5. That's all you need. And press in code Joey, Joey. Download the Prize Picks app right here, right now. It's very easy. And remember, Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Hey, Uncle Joey here. Listen, it's Tuesday the 24th. Where are we playing games? It's already, what is it, March, April, whatever the hell it is, right? You need a little help in the bedroom. That's it. It's March. Flowers are about to bloom. As the flowers are blooming, you give mama a stabbing, but forget about it. But it's going to be sensational. That's why you get a boost with Blue Chew Gold. That's right. Blue Chew Gold. Blue Chew Gold is 4-in-1 tablet for ED. You pop it. It dissolves under your tongue so you can be ready for action in 15 minutes. Listen, I'm an old geezer. I'm 63 years old, and Blue Chew has helped me out in a couple pinches. You know what I'm saying? It pops up, you give them a little stab, and everybody's happy. It's not like I'm John Holmes flying through the air with a fucking cape on. Listen, if you're struggling with ED, it's time to check out Blue Chew Gold. Listen, make this easier by getting harder. That's it. The summer's coming. What do you want to do? Sit at home again, beating your stick like a fucking, you want to be out there. You're not a prisoner. Get out there. Get out there and sling some dick, but it starts with your options at BlueChew.com. We got a special deal for the Furch family, all right? Because that's how we roll. We're not fans, we're family. Get 10% off your first month on Blue Chew Gold with code Joey, Joey. Very easy. Even if you don't have a diploma, we're going to work around this. That's promo code Joey, Joey. Visit BlueChew.com for more details and important safety information. And as usual, I want to thank Blue Chew for sponsoring our podcast. They're a tremendous company, and they've helped old guys like me out. We need more. Bam! Uncle Joey here. Listen, it's that time of the year. You need to replace your nicotine cravings with a good habit. Fume is a flavored air device designed to help you quit vaping and smoking. Fume breaks the hand-to-mouth pattern you get from smoking or vaping. It's very simple. It's very natural. There's no nicotine. There's no batteries. There's no vapor. Fume is a weighted tool to reach for when you get a craving. I tried it. Fantastic. You know what I'm saying? They have a tremendous flavor. Don't try to quit cold turkey. Get some help. It's time to surrender. Reach for Fume instead. Fume has already helped over 700,000 people. So take steps towards better habits. Now it's your turn. Get a free gift for your journey pack when you use code CHURCH, CHURCH, at tryfume.com. That's tryfume.com. TRYFUM.com. Tryfume.com and use code CHURCH to claim your free gift today. It starts today, guys. Get healthy, okay? I love you guys. Have a great week. Uncle Joey. Stay black. We're back, bitches. Professor Alberto Crane's here dropping knowledge. Glendale, Pasadena, Burbank, fucking, where else?
Malibu.
Cosmetic Pan, wherever Khabib is from. He's got a school everywhere. Give me a date. Give me a town. I'll give you a school. You know what I'm saying? Anyway. Don't you have a pizza place?
Pizza place?
Yeah.
I'll say Jungle Cafe. That's close
Okay,
to
I thought
pizza.
you got a pizza place. Too.
S.B, the photographer. He's got a pizza place. What up, though? Shout out to him. And yeah, we
Listen,
got a cousin. We got a cousin. We got a
I
cousin
don't know,
too.
some character in the room said this before.
Little goat.
Okay. Armenian pizza. I love Armenians. I love fucking Armenians. You know, like Coke dealer, your family. I love them. I goof around with all of them. I call them Habib. But no, what do you call asshole? Not the asshole when somebody's an ass. Habush. Habush. I call people Habush. The only time I got pissed off was when I walked into the Armenian pizza parlor in L.A. under desperation. They got a box of pizza sent to them with the slits already in them, and they just put the cheese on them, and they fucking threw it in there. And you could taste that it wasn't. There's something about food that's made together, and there's something about, like my wife's lasagna. She can't do it. You know, she's not Italian, dog. She tries. It's still that prison lasagna. No matter what she does, I can pat her on the back. I can hug her.
Lasagna.
It ain't gonna work. It's prison lasagna. It's
What
either
does that
good or
even
bad.
mean?
If you're starving or you want to kill yourself. I love my wife's cooking, but her lasagna just don't fucking cut it. And I love her. I love her to death. She's American, Indian, and Irish. What the fuck does she know? What expectations do I have? Anyway, I forgot where I was going with this story. That's what I'm talking about. I can't remember shit. That morning,
Perfect.
I could talk to you here about concerts, people I mugged, what I did with the money, where it's hidden. It's hidden under Lee's mattress. He don't know about it. I got an eye on my money and his money at the same time. Anything happens, I pull the plug and I send that Yahoo email where Lee is.
It's supposed to be a secret. I'm trying to remember how you got there.
Where?
From oh yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you.
That pizza was god awful. God awful. That pizza in Burbank, Mr. Pizza on the corner.
Pizza.
Oh my God, I went in there one day. It was just bread, a little bit of sauce, and a ton of cheese. A ton. I mean, like they just put a bowl of cheese in that motherfucker and selling it with a straight face. Come on, guy. I just go to Joe's. Before I left, that's all I would go. Joe's in Hollywood Boulevard. We would just pull over on a Tuesday like pimps, fuck parking. Me and Lee would. That's the night he fucking was high and he kept eating the crust.
Oh my
And
God.
he looks up and he goes, I love it when the crust is crispy.
I did.
He stuttered and everything. He wouldn't look up with both eyes. Like he was like when my kitten, I had a kitten that would look at you with the pizza and growl at you at the same time.
Oh yeah, don't take that crust.
Fucking 10 pounds. He's growling at this fucking 18-pound gorilla.
But there's Brazilian pizza, right?
Brazilian pizza, they put ketchup. You put ketchup on it.
Now, unless you want to go on the witness relocation plan, you saw Henry Hill. They put ketchup on egg noodles.
Just saying, you know.
Yeah,
It's
you
pizza.
give it a
but
try, Lee. George, give him the history. That's your assignment for the week. You get an extra 50 this week. Fucking, yeah, no, I want to hear about Brazilian pizza, the brothers, the chain, how they ended up in fucking Newark. Ironbound, yeah, Ironbound is great. But Professor, I gotta ask you a question before we move on, because this is MS Awareness Month, and I'm interested. You know, I knew what was going on with you when you got the prognosis or whatever they call it. Prognosis. You know me. I didn't go to
It was
med school.
close.
that
Same
day.
thing.
I cut class that Tuesday. When you got the
Diagnosis.
what did you feel in your heart?
Well, they treated me like my life was over, and then I was gonna be in a wheelchair, and showed me like the drug catalogs, asked me what did I want to take. I kind of was in shock, and then I guess just like in martial arts and fighting, like you kind of don't accept defeat, you know. And I don't want to be a victim and cry. And, oh my God, you know. I'm okay. What's the solution, right?
Well, can we back up for like a quick second? Why did you go to the doctor? Like, what were
So
you seeing that?
Every 5 years in Nevada and in California, they make you do a brain MRI for your fight license. And so 2007, I did one because I was fighting in the UFC. 2012, I was going to fight on a local card. And so they made me do a brain MRI.
Oh, so you weren't seeing any symptoms yet? They just
I had symptoms when I think about it. Like there was numbness in my body. I just thought I was, you know, a lot of years of being hardcore and cutting weight and, you know, doing stuff that, you know, it's hard on the body, right? Stress, whatever. And
So you got the MRI, and that's when they told you.
they said we found you had lesions. They actually had lesions in 2007, but it grew a lot. And they said we need to do more testing. We can't let you fight on this card. So they called me in the day before the weigh-ins, and then they said, you know, hey, we can't let you fight. We need to do more testing. And so I came in and did more testing. I didn't let them do a spinal tap. You know, they did everything else, and then they like, yeah, it looks like you have multiple sclerosis. They work with the best brain doctors supposedly from USC and all that, and they diagnosed me with MS.
You once told me something that I believed right when you told me. You said that you doing jiu-jitsu helped with your MS. And you were trying to get other people with MS to show up, that you know, put them together nicely so everything worked. Do you still believe that today?
It's the people, you know. Look, we're hanging out, we're having a good time. I'm happy, you know. I'm happy. Got Kevin, I got Lee, you know, we're hanging out, we're doing positive things, you know. It makes me feel good. I think we're energy, right? We're mainly energy. Like if you look at an atom, we're 0.00001 like mass, like the nucleus, and the rest we're energy. So how you feel, it's got to matter, right? And you know, I love jiu-jitsu. I love the people that I have in the gym, the community, and so it makes me feel good. So it's got to help. It's got to help. I know it helps. I know it's got to help. I know it helps.
Do you show up at all these benefits for MS at all? And
here and there,
talk
I
about
do.
the
I do an
benefits?
event, you know, like this, like you said, this month is MS Awareness Month, so we thought it was fitting to kind of release the book this month. You know, Christina Applegate, she came out with her book, you know, she talks about her issues with MS, and you know, there's quite a few celebrities that they're dealing with stuff.
The other girl that we spoke about, really pretty girl from
Married to Children.
no, the one from with Justin. She made that movie with Justin Timberlake, and the fucking girl from Buffy, and not Justin Timberlake, the guy that ended up marrying. Fuck.
Selma Blair.
Selma Blair. And I remember I saw her report on one of the TV shows, and I spoke to you about her. How you know you're a fucking savage, Professor.
I mean, it can be a scary situation, but if you're in a fight, if you're on the mat, right, and you're training with somebody, you're gonna panic, and what's gonna happen if you panic and oh my God, it's over. Like it's over. It's not over. So I guess I choose to, you know, to find a way, you know, find a way to win. And I had you know, it's in my book too. You know, my first thing was like, can I ask the doctor at the time, can I still do jujitsu? And he said, yeah, there's no, you know, hits to the head. And so I said, okay, cool. And so I signed up for a tournament. And I did one, it was in Vegas, did two, and I ended up going on a world tour all around the world, like the Amazon, Europe, Middle East, Asia, like world tours, you know? And I had like a moment where, you know, actually I had food poisoning and I competed and I ended up getting choked out and I ended up like throwing up after my first match and I couldn't eat. It felt like I had the flu, right? I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink anything. And the first guy I went against, where I threw up after the match, he's like, "You do the open weight," and because there's 3 guys in the division, the master divisions, and they're smaller, right? I qualified because I didn't throw up on the mat to do the open weight, yeah. And so I did the open weight, and he's like, you know, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink, and I was like, okay, like, am I gonna? Well, at first I was like, am I gonna stay here, compete, or am I gonna feel sorry for myself at the hotel? So I decided to stay. And I was sitting there waiting for a match, maybe about an hour and a half, and I started to say to myself, I believe in my technique, and it started to make me feel good. And so I kept saying it again and again and again. And went out there after about an hour and a half and won my first match, won my second match, my third match, and then even did a couple more matches without food, without drinking water, because you know you feel like you have the flu, right? And after that day. After that day, like I knew I could win, you know, just the power of the mind. They showed me the power of the mind, like my thoughts, how I think. It showed me the power of the mind, and I just needed to know how I could win. And my next chapter was, you know, finding like tactical fitness, you know, just the type of training, you know, applied neuroscience, and that was kind of like the path, you know. It was like the next chapter, and finding the solution. And you know, I've gone down this rabbit hole of recovery and just trying to understanding the body, like I did like a human dissecting a cadaver, like a dead bodies and stuff, just to try to understand what is a nerve, what is a ligament, what is a tendon, what does it feel like, how does it work, like what is a nerve? You tell me, what is a nerve, right? It's like liquid, it's like pudding, you know. And so you know, movement, like your thoughts, when you're stressed, when you don't have mobility, things tighten up. And then the signal doesn't get to the area. So all these things kind of come together, right? And the more you know, your body responds, it releases hormones. And then because of the hormones, things work better. You know what I mean? So it's all connected, right? And so I just started to go on this rabbit hole of just trying to understand the body so I could find like solutions and find ways to, you know, to do it. And so the movement part for me definitely was tac fit and like connecting my breath, you know, the structure in the body, you start to learn about structure in the body, right? Breathe your breath, connecting your breath and all that. And then the quality of the movement and all those things kind of lay down like myelin, which is like the rubber around I'm not losing you guys, you know, but the rubber around like the electrical wire, right? So if you don't have that rubber around that wire, the signal's not going to get to the area. And so that's what happens like with MS is your immune system attacks your myelin sheath, right? And so the signal doesn't get to the area, and that's why people end up in wheelchairs and you know things like that happen where you can't talk, you can't walk. And so I just went down this rabbit hole, and that's been like part of my movement practice, at least, you know. And then of course how you eat matters. The people you hang out with, like you laughing, you're having a good time, you managing your stress, right? And I think even if you don't have MS, right, we should all be living that life, you know. And that's kind of the MS has kind of helped me guide me in that direction. Less is more, you know, doing less, you know, is you know, choosing to be more present and just maybe a better person, you know, overall.
One of the things from your book I liked were lessons on and off the mat. And, you know, and I tell people this all the time. I was never going to be a world champion, but the lessons, like I joined Jiu-Jitsu, and within weeks I knew how to lose weight. I knew I had to fucking go to a hypnotist to learn how to breathe. I had to get nose surgery. You find out all these things about yourself. One of the first times I rolled, the guy mounted me, and I had to run out of the studio, take my gi off and my pants off right on Burbank Boulevard, take my dick out and piss. I couldn't breathe. I thought I was going to fucking die. Yeah. And that makes you go home and think about a lot of fucking things. You know, that makes you go home. And the mat for me was, yeah, like right now, if you're over 50, you're getting ready to retire, go to fucking jiu-jitsu. Don't ask questions. Go once a week until you retire. By that time, you get a little white stripe and you go again. These guys will fulfill your fucking every need. From the minute you walk in there to the minute you walk out, they're fucking carrying your bags. They're fucking gentlemen. You know, all the other gentlemen, we would always
Savage,
help them.
Alan Savage, he's
Fucking
80
Savage.
years old, right?
Look, I would look at Savage and fucking walk by him embarrassed. Like, you're 53, Joey. Fucking Savage was 76 at the time.
Yeah.
He was there at 9 doing something. Then no gi. At 10, he was choking some guy. And then from 11 to 12, he'd be fucking doing things with a dummy. He used to bring a fucking lunchbox like he was going to the beach for 3 days. His meals were broken up into 3. What he ate when he got there, what he ate during. You know, you'd be rolling with him also. He's like, hold on, I got to eat my carrot and a half. You know, like shit like that. But that's why he's 78 on the mat. And that's how you have to be. The guy weighs, I mean, you know,
135.
you throw your leg up, he flies in the air. So you got to be careful with him because he's frail. But just the fact that, you know, I know people who, their dads are at home watching fucking daytime television. And here's this fucking guy at 9 in the morning doing some club. What's at 9?
There's a tackfoot. There's a 10 o'clock. There's a no gi, but he's there by himself.
Right. I'm
Training with
you.
the dummy. Sometimes cones, like street cones, whatever is there. He's grabbing. He's moving. He's doing it. He's running laps and on the mat in circles.
He ain't gonna live forever, but he's gonna die with a fucking smile on his face and not in the hospital.
Yeah.
And it's not the fucking jiu-jitsu and the arm bars. It's about the warmth. You get that warmth later on that you really need. And I'm not talking about, I'm not gay. Professor's not gay. All right. This ain't about being gay. Just the fact that I know that man could kill me. Just the fact I know if Lee gets on top of me, he could kill me. Yeah, in class, he's getting me in an arm bar or, you know, he's trying to omoplata. On the street, Lee would fucking kill me. I know this for a fact. When McGregor, I was at your school when McGregor fought Nate Diaz. And I would fucking get beat up, but I'd sit there for 45 minutes watching his black belts. In fact, you took pictures with a guy last week that was my all-time favorite black belt, the artist. You were at his art studio.
Oh, Johnny.
He used to wear a hat and come to the overclass.
Johnny,
he used to beg me, please. And I go, Johnny, I get off a fucking plane at 10. You guys are doing Sunday at 8. There's no, who the fuck is up at some? Bro, I went to that class. He was one of those guys that you thought you were about to kill him, but then he put you in a trap and he held you there for fucking 18 minutes. And you're like, how do I get out of this? He's like, I'm not going to tell you shit. You're going to get out of it yourself. And he would pull the strap a little harder. You don't even know what strap it was. You didn't even know. He would get his fucking sleeve. He would take my sleeve and put it between his fucking legs. I couldn't get it out. He would just trap my fucking things. It's not about the trap or any of that shit. It's at the end. I drop on top of him. Even though he could kill me, I give him a hug. It's 2 men sweating or female sweating. And you get up and you're like, Joey, you almost got me with that thing. Your weight's getting better, Alberto. That fucking anaconda choke. Holy shit. Thank God I put my knee in your eyeball because I would have never got out of that, you know, because I had to cheat against Mr. Professor. Professor, I know would kill me. And just knowing that, walking the streets now, that you're looking at people, you don't know if they're a purple belt. That nerd you see with the glasses that ain't jumping up and down at the club, everybody's taking Instagram pictures, they're all steroided out with the gold chain. That skinny guy would take 3 or 4 of those guys and choke them out within 2 minutes. Go, pop, 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 pop. And that's the humbleness you get when you walk into a jiu-jitsu studio. Right or wrong?
Yeah, that's 100%. 100%.
And that was what I got in that school. It makes you want to come back. The addiction is in arm bars. The addiction is a camaraderie that you don't find anywhere else, that you have to pay for to have this camaraderie. Now you're getting to roll. You're a blue belt. You're getting to roll with a black belt who's going to smash you, but he lets you work. And at the end, the last minute, he fucking, you know, you feel your eyeballs coming out of your head. But after he gets out, he fucking tells you, this is how I got you. This is what you're going to do next time. You fucking barely breathe. This guy will throw you back on his back and fucking, this is what you got to do. Put your hand here. See how easy this was? And that's the camaraderie you're never going to get anywhere. And then next thing you know, you're next door eating a smoothie. That's the shit you did when you went to high school and played basketball or football afterward. 8 guys go next door and sit, and that's what you provide. And that's if you walk into a lot of jiu-jitsu schools, they don't have that. When you were there, you were confident because at lunchtime there were 3 nurses and 2 doctors. I knew I wasn't going to die. 3 Filipino nurses, bad motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying? The little chubby brown belt, he's now a black belt. That was my brother, shout out. He would come. Ron. And then the woman who was a purple belt. Jeanette.
And then black belt now, yeah.
There was the thin guy. How you doing today, Mr. Diaz? He was the thin guy. That
Gus.
He came in with a bag 10 after 12.
Gus,
and then he became Superman. Almost. He came in with these greasy glasses. I'll be right back. And all of a sudden he'd come back in. And it's dynamite. You're like, fuck, these guys coming at lunchtime. They're eating like a cracker with a sardine for lunch, running back in their car, eating it as they get in the car. And you're like, and I thought I had a hard day. It's different, guys. And I love what you provide.
Thank you. Means a lot, I really appreciate you just being a part, those years you were.
Man, I loved all that stuff.
It's really great to just be here in your side of the country, in your neighborhood, it means a lot, really. After all these years,
people come and go. And one of the times I was really upset because, dog, I don't go there much, but it'd be an excuse for me, was when you were in Staten Island. You're 25 minutes from me. He was 25 minutes, and then he's dropping all this fucking Staten Island shit, Rico Rodriguez, You talked to him yet?
Who's that?
Rico Rodriguez.
I did, yeah. He's out here now, right? He's in
no
New York.
Shit.
Yeah,
Have you spoken to him lately? I get pictures from him and calls from him and chokes from him and, hey, come visit me. I'm in Newark, but you got to come through the back door and you got to hide from the landlord. You got to climb down a latch. You know what I'm saying? You're like, that's all. That last thing I want to do is get arrested for going and training jiu-jitsu. Well, he's got a lot of heart. I love Rico. Yeah. But I had no idea he was from Staten Island. And what happened, his family was Italian. They adopted him. Just fucking tremendous story. We got to get him on here, but he's got to come in with a tamer. And
he went to high school in Tottenville High School. I was Wagner High School. And his coach, his wrestling coach in high school, was also the soccer coach. I played soccer in high school. And so he was always trying to, actually, Mike Bonavita, that was just here, he was always trying to recruit him to train with Rico at Tottenville, to have another heavyweight to train with him, So it's like a small world, right? Kind of small world. But it's crazy that out of all the places, right? He's Staten Island, we went to high school, the same areas. UFC champion, right? ADCC champion, I
had no idea Staten Island was even involved in this game. And then my neighbor said to me, "Oh yeah, I went to high school with Rico."
Yeah.
He goes, "Let's call him up." I go, "You got his number too? Holy shit, he can do to everybody."
Yeah.
But Professor, I've been here for going on 6 years. We always stayed in touch. I follow your life dramatically on Facebook. That's the general pictures from Legacy. And, I follow your Instagram. And there was like a year there where I think about you, about to pick up the phone. I learned, he's in Japan with his family. Next thing you know, he's in Hong Kong, jumping out of a plane with his family. 2 days later, he's in Budapest. I was sitting in, he's in Burbank. Like nothing happened. He's at the school for the lunchtime class. And you see those for 3 days, the geese, the party at Legacy, the Christmas. And all of a sudden, he's back in Armenia teaching jiu-jitsu to fucking savages. And then, so for a while, I'm like, hey, how's he doing this? 8 schools, this. Well, one thing I know is you appointed your own trained black belts at those schools. And they know what you teach and how you teach it. And that's why you got that whole area on lockdown. And I congratulate you because I saw you in Santa Fe. You saw me when I was 418 pounds. I couldn't even take my shoes off to go into your studio. I would just sit in the corner and he would always come over. But let me tell you something. If you're a chubby dude, walk into jiu-jitsu school 10 days in a row and watch how they'll talk to you. It's no contract. Bro, get on the mat. I got a gi in the back. We got water. It's just me and you for 30 minutes. Let's do that. And by the way, that guy, like the first 20 minutes, you're like, I'm not coming back. I'm not coming. Next thing you know, you're there for 45 minutes. And he's teaching you something new and how to breathe. And now you leave, and you're like, I'm not coming back. But that guy was real. That dude was real. Well, he cared for me. He was supposed to be half hour. We're here now 15 minutes on his time. He's late to go pick up his kids. That's a guy who loves what he's doing. Like, class would end at 1, and he'd make me go to tactical fitness. And bro, my shoulders got loose. I still sweat in my mother's grave. I did it the other day. The thing you taught me to do on the plane. You sit back, you put your shoulders down, and you extend your neck. You do that 20 times. And then the other one is you take your fucking neck and touch your chin 20 times. Yeah. You told me to get up and just hold the seat in front of you and wiggle your hips and change your leg and press the calf, because the calf was the heart of the lower leg. Come on, bro. Who the fuck you think you're dealing with?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They swing some club bells. You got the club bells.
Yeah. Right? No, I do the club bells still to warm up.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know what I know. I go on the swings, but
you're trying. You're doing it. You're doing it.
I do the stretches. I believe how much. Since then, my shoulders are a lot more. I got to warm them up. You know, like tomorrow I'll go to boxing. I'll get warmed up, and then I'll do that. Have a couple like 10. I'll do the swings and the fucking these things. Now they're saying if you do them to the side, you lose your side fat. So I'm getting ready for bikini season, Jack. Before we go, the name of the book is All In by Alberto Crane. Life lessons on and off the mat. I know this man personally, and I don't need to read the book. I know the story, but when I'm recovering from knee surgery, this is the first book on the list because I can't fucking go nowhere. So, All In, lessons. I bona fide, I love my books. I love this. I love that he did this, that he had the courage to do this and everything. I'm not blowing smoke up your ass. This guy's the real deal, Holyfield. Where can they find it, though?
All the platforms, Amazon, Barnes & Noble's online.
It goes on sale. Guess what? Oi, today. How do you say today in Yiddish?
Oi, yeah.
Oi, like, oi. 3 little, whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Amazon, what else, my brother? Apple?
Barnes & Noble's, yeah, all the platforms.
Audio, any audio?
It's coming soon.
Okay, who did the voice?
It's AI. I
fucked up. Tell AI.
Well, it's not.
You want to do it yourself.
What's my voice? It's actually, I don't know, pretty damn good. It's not done yet, so.
I need for you to feel their heart.
Okay, I got you.
Whatever's written here, you have to stop for a minute and just go, fuck the shit. Let me do it, because now you gave him something extra that's not in the book.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. You're right.
Fucking give you war for 3 days in a row. Things happen. Yeah, no, I did great with mine because of that reason. I did it. People are already used to you from your podcast, which you still have your podcast. Yeah. I want you to send all my love to the students, your wife.
Thank you.
Let's promote Joey Alvarado's last album. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? That's my boy, Joey Alvarado and shit, swinging kettlebells like he owes me $22. What do you got left, dog? What do you got this year?
This Wednesday, we're with Pedro, I think in Garfield, New Jersey. Okay. Friday and Saturday, I'm with Jessimae Peluso in Fort Worth.
Look at you and shit, taking it back to Texas.
And then first and second at Uncle Vinny's.
Uncle Vinny's at Point Pleasant. Forget about it. Me, I got, oh, shit. I'm doing the first April Fool's Day at West Nyack. I'm doing the 9th at motherfucking the Dojo. And then I'm doing the 15th in Brooklyn. The 18th, I'm in Nashville at the Nashville Comedy Festival. Then the 23rd of April, write it down. I'm telling you all to suck my dick because I'm having surgery. So I won't see you for a couple of weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'll be busy drinking tequila with my leg up, getting a massage from a Jamaican woman, looking for a Jamaican woman. I don't care how big you are. Come over and just massage my leg. We watch CNN and, lean to the right. You know what I'm saying? Whoever the fuck they're leaning these type of days. Don't forget, seriously, from my heart, All In. Lessons on and off the mat, Professor Alberto Crane and Mex Hell Dukes Lamar. That's it. It works. I love you guys. Amazon, right now, click it, pre-order it. Is there a code? They get 10 cents off a gi, a hat, something.
Hit me up on Instagram.
All right, tell them that you saw him, Uncle Joey, and we'll work something out. You might not get the whole book. Like he sent me the other book. That's the book, and then he gives me a new one. I'm like, you gave me the switcheroo. You know what I'm saying?